Hi, everybody. I'm going to talk about expectations today and a success that I had this week in my own life. Expectations, especially in the holiday season. That's why I wanted to hop on today, because expectations can really ruin our holiday season in a big way. And I have an answer for you about how you can not ruin your holidays with expectations of other people or yourself. And it may sound like a really simple idea, but man, it's hard. It's hard to do it. So wouldn't it be amazing if you could get rid of those expectations and just be yourself and enjoy the holidays and accept them as just another experience that happens, and not have all of these attachments to how everything looks. So I'm Helen Hillocks, intuitive counselor and spiritual coach, and I want to tell you a story about a situation that I had this week. We traditionally, for the last few years, have had Christmas in a certain way in our family, and it's at my house with my husband. And, we decorate in a certain way and blah, blah, blah. And I'm not going to go into the reasons why, but it became apparent like a week before Christmas, after we'd put many hours into decorating and all of that it seemed like it might not be the best option. And I held on. I just have to own it. I held on, and I tried to think of every other way that we could still do it the way I wanted to do it, the way that we had been doing it, the way that some of the other people in the family also wanted to do it. I just held on. And I tried to come up with all these other options, and every one of them, as soon as they kind of came out of my mouth, I thought, these are stupid. Hey, Rose, I'm talking about expectations on the holidays and how they can ruin us, and that my expectation of having Christmas go a certain way got interrupted, and I couldn't let go. I just kept holding on and attaching to the expectation that it should be a certain way. And it was really uncomfortable and painful, and I could tell it was making other people uncomfortable too. Everybody tried to think of, what's really for the highest good of all. And that of course is the solution to this problem, is asking for guidance and really getting neutral and being open to what is for the highest good of all. But in the meantime, I spent several very uncomfortable days trying to figure out a way that we could make the Christmas experience be the way I wanted it to be. And I got reminded that, it's not really about where we do it or how it looks, it's about the connection. And that was the beginning of the end of my ego domination, and I was able to, let go of the fact that I had already spent many hours decorating and all that, and let go of the fear that it wouldn't be as special if we didn't have the fireplace to sit around and blah, 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 all this bullshit in my head. So ultimately, I was able to just let it go, and now I feel completely free of that. But it was just one more reminder of how the ego and our attachment to an agenda and expectations completely can ruin our lives and ruin the most special occasions. And I'm thinking about this also in terms of, at Christmas, what's my boyfriend going to get me? Maybe he will buy me that engagement ring that I've been wanting. And then if he doesn't, oh my God, we're so disappointed. We're so attached to that. Or maybe my husband will buy me that, diamond necklace that I've been looking at, or he'll take me on a cruise, or whatever it is. Maybe he'll change his ways and fix that fence. Maybe that'll be my Christmas present. But whatever we're expecting, whatever agenda we've got in our own head, if it doesn't turn out that way and we are attached to that agenda, it's going to ruin our experience. So that's my hope for you this Christmas. That's my gift to you this Christmas, is let go of your attachments, let go of your agendas, let go of your expectations, and allow yourself to be guided by what is for the highest good of all. In this situation with my experience with my family, it ended up that we're going to have it at my sister's house and not our house. And we can't bring our dogs because my stepmother's allergic to dogs. So I had to find a dog sitter at the last second and blah, 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 you know. But it all worked out fine. And I was lying in bed last night with my husband laughing because the biggest, heaviest thing that we usually put out is this enormous nativity scene. And he couldn't do it by himself. He couldn't get it down from the storage. And I was laughing last night and I said, you know what, honey, we never did put up that nativity scene. It wasn't meant to be at our house. So there's always a way that you can see the bright side of everything and just let it go and laugh about it if you're willing to let go of your agenda. So again, I'm Helen Hillocks, intuitive counselor and spiritual coach. That's my gift to you, is to let go of all of your agendas around the holidays and just acknowledge that they are just another experience. And if you can let go of all of how it ought to be and how it ought to feel and what you ought to get and what you ought to give, if you can let go of all of that and just have it be another experience in your life, then you can connect to those spiritual principles that you believe in. And if you believe in oneness, you know, you get to connect to that and you get to emanate that energy of oneness. And that, of course, is what the holiday season is all about, is connection and love and joy and hopefulness. And if you let go of your agendas, you can have that. Even if you don't have it where you want to have it, you don't get what you want to get, you don't see who you want to see, if you can have that connection to, I'm being guided. This is the experience I'm meant to have. And I'm going to have exactly the experience I'm meant to have, and it's another experience that's going to support my evolution, then it's going to be a great holiday. So from my heart to yours, I love you, and I hope you do have a great holiday.